ready for another week of meal prep. We got all our stuff here, our eggs, our bacon, our cheese, our ground beef, some steaks, some brats, and we're gonna cook these all up. First we're gonna set our oven to 400 degrees, preheat it. Then we're gonna put the steaks with some seasoning and the brats all in there at once, and we'll cook them. I think I cooked them for about 8 or 9 minutes and then flipped them over. The brats took a little longer, so just gotta time it out. Then we got our pan here for our eggs. We're going to use the loaf pan this time instead of the cupcake pan, and we're going to mix up. I think I ended up we're going to use bacon there. Yeah, we're going to use bacon instead of sausage. Last week we used sausage. And we're going to go ahead and check this out before we start on that. Flip these. You can see the brats, they don't really look done, ready to flip, but I'm going to go ahead and flip them. I tossed them a couple times. Yeah, I tossed them a couple times and before I pulled them all the way out. The steaks were done first. These are the thin steaks. I got a couple thick steaks over there too. I'm going to cook the same way. Just depends on what you're cooking. Alright, we got our eggs. I think I used about 14 eggs, and we got them all mixed up. And then we took our bacon and chopped it up, and we got our mozzarella cheese, and we're just going to put it all in the bowls in the loaf pan. So that's ready to go in the oven, and we're going to go back and check on our meat, and that's done. And steaks look really good. The brats need a little bit longer, so I did put them back in a little bit longer, but I really like the way the steaks turned out. I like these thin steaks. Next thing, we're going to get some meatballs together. We got our cheese, our pork rinds, our eggs, our ground beef, and we got some seasoning here. I'm using some hot wing seasoning just to try something different. And we're going to mix it with our eggs, mix in our cheese, and this time I'm going to use the food processor to grind up some of the pork rinds and just see if that's any better. I didn't really think it made much of a difference, just a little easier I guess, but about the same consistency. Just using your rolling pin like I did last time. And then we got our cheese. We're going to use Parmesan for this one. And we're going to give it all a good mix, and then we're going to roll it into balls, and we'll place it on some parchment paper here, and then we're going to put them in the oven. And I'm going to go ahead and put the eggs in the oven with them, underneath of them. I put these meatballs in there for about, I don't know, 10-11 minutes, and then I flipped them over and then put them in there for another 10 or 11 minutes, and I think they came out pretty good. I'll put them in a towel just to kind of soak up some of the grease, and they're done. And then we'll check back. The eggs I put in for about 15 or 20 minutes, and they look good. And that's it. We'll get them all in their containers. Here's what they look like in their containers. We got our brats, our steaks, our eggs, our meatballs. Kind of just divvied them up however I felt like, and that's it. I had some string cheese and my Jello to go with those meals, and that's going to be it for today. So we'll just stick to it. I think it works really well when you plan it out like this. You know, there's still room for, you know, different meals through the week if you have, you know, things that you are craving or whatever. I mean, there's room to fit other stuff in, so not that big a deal, but this definitely helps for when you're getting off work or you're getting ready to go to work, or however you set up your schedule. So anyway guys, I appreciate you watching. Like, share, and subscribe. See you next time.